Most people think cheating is the ultimate betrayal in a relationship. But what if I told you there's something even more damaging? Something quieter, harder to notice, and often ignored, yet capable of destroying your self-worth, your emotional safety, and your trust in love. It's called emotional invalidation, and it may hurt more than infidelity ever could. Let's talk about it. Emotional invalidation happens when your feelings, thoughts, or emotional needs are dismissed, ignored, or minimized by your partner. It's when you're made to feel like your emotions are wrong, irrational, or too much. It often sounds like, "You're too sensitive," "You always overreact," "Why are you making a big deal out of nothing?" "You're being dramatic." These comments might seem small on the surface, but when they happen repeatedly, they create a deep wound, one that tells you, "My feelings don't matter." Unlike cheating, which is usually a single act of betrayal, emotional invalidation is a pattern. It chips away at your emotional well-being slowly, over time. Why is it so damaging? You feel emotionally unsafe. When your partner consistently invalidates your emotions, you stop feeling comfortable expressing your truth. You start doubting yourself. You begin to question your feelings. You wonder if you're really too emotional or too needy. You emotionally shut down. Over time, you learn to stay silent, to bottle things up, just to avoid being dismissed again. You lose connection. Without emotional safety, there is no real intimacy. You're together, but you feel completely alone. Let's be honest, cheating hurts like hell. It's betrayal, a break of trust, and a violation of boundaries. But here's the thing. Emotional invalidation can hurt deeper. Why? Because it's invisible. There's no clear proof, no screenshots, no dramatic discovery. But the pain is just as real. While cheating is usually about betrayal of exclusivity, emotional invalidation is about betrayal of connection. You're not just losing trust in your partner, you're losing trust in yourself. Let's make this practical. Here are clear signs you may be experiencing emotional invalidation in your relationship. You feel anxious before expressing how you feel. You often downplay your own emotions to avoid conflict. Your partner tells you how you should feel instead of listening. You feel dismissed, mocked, or shamed when you're vulnerable. You start keeping things to yourself because there's no point. Sound familiar? This is more than poor communication. It's emotional neglect. And yes, it's a form of betrayal. Now let's be fair. Emotional invalidation isn't always intentional. Some people were raised in environments where emotions were seen as weakness, don't know how to handle emotional discomfort, think they're fixing things by offering logic instead of empathy. But regardless of intent, the effect is the same. You feel alone, dismissed, and deeply disconnected. If you recognize these patterns in your relationship, here's what you can do. 1. Name the behavior. Awareness is power. Instead of internalizing blame, recognize what's happening. Say to yourself, "This is emotional invalidation. I'm not crazy, I'm unheard." 2. Express your needs clearly. Try saying, "I don't need you to fix this. I just need you to listen. When you say I'm overreacting, I feel dismissed." The way you frame your emotions matters, but so does their willingness to hear them. 3. Set emotional boundaries. If a partner consistently invalidates you and refuses to change, you have a right to protect your peace. Boundaries aren't ultimatums. They are self-respect in action. 4. Surround yourself with emotionally safe people. Therapists, friends, support groups, anyone who holds space for your feelings without judgment. Here's the truth most people don't talk about. Cheating breaks promises, but emotional invalidation breaks your voice. It makes you shrink, hide, doubt yourself. And over time, that kind of damage can feel worse than physical betrayal, because it changes how you see yourself. You deserve a relationship where your emotions aren't a problem to be solved, but a reality to be held with care. If this episode spoke to you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever felt emotionally erased in a relationship that looked fine from the outside? Your story matters, and someone else out there needs to hear that they're not alone. And remember, at Decode Love, we don't just talk about love, we decode it, layer by layer. See you in the next one.